Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm back with another video, and it's been a minute. I think it's been almost 2 months, or a little over a month and a half, but almost probably like 2 months that I have not dropped a video, y'all. So for those who know, I do not come on here and make a video if God don't give me something. I'm not about to ever be the one to come and make something up, or just to keep the consistency flowing. Although I strive for consistency, but if God not speaking and talking, I'm not dropping nothing. You hear me? So I went on a consecration for 3 months. So from June up until now, I was just sitting quiet before the Lord and really being intentional. And not although I don't strive every day, but really being intentional and being at His feet, right? And these past few months, these weeks, I'm like, God, you ain't really been telling me to drop no videos or to do it like that or whatever. I didn't feel the urgency. And that's what God was telling me, because this is your resting season. I need you to rest. I need you to hear me, right? I need you to lock in. And instructions that He was giving me, right, to just be more attentive to what He's saying in this season, right? Being slow to listen and not quick to just speak, right? So when I was in Texas, God began to unlock and speak, and and I knew that I had to make a video about this verse, right? So it's in John 14, and I believe it's the 6th verse. But it's in John chapter 14. And basically, Jesus was talking to His disciples, basically letting them know that He was the way, right? And I remember Thomas was having a conversation and no, we don't know the way, we don't know, blah, blah, blah. And Jesus basically was telling them, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father, and all that type of good stuff, right? But I was reading the verse, and it said, Jesus replied and said to them that I am the way, the truth, the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me, right? And I was pondering on why I was sitting with God, and I said, why did Jesus say the life? He said, I am the way, the truth, the life, right? Jesus could have said, I am the way, the truth, I am the way to life, I am life, I am a part of life. He could have just said that, but He said, I am the life. He could have just said, I am life itself, right? And I was just sitting, I was just asking God, why did Jesus say, I am the life, right? And what God downloaded to me was, and I'm going to use an analogy like this, with these sunglasses. Say these sunglasses is life. And God basically began to talk to me and said, I don't want people to be confused as of life as just being its own entity itself. Because Jesus could have said, I am the way, the truth, and life. Because He is life, right? But He said the life. And I'm like, He said the life. And God was basically just saying, I don't want people to think of life as its own just entity itself. I don't want people to think that this thing is just life to reach. Everybody is trying to get that. I just want to live my life. I just want to figure out life itself, right? But Jesus said, I am the life. So allowing life to be its own thing, an entity, Jesus says, I am that. I am this. You're searching for all of these things and stuff, and I am the life. Life is not its own entity itself. Jesus is the life. And I was just like, oh my goodness. People always say, I'm trying to figure out which way to go. in life, right? I'm trying to which way to think about the path and the way to go. And Jesus says, I am the way. So we looking at these words or its own entity, like which path to take. And Jesus says, I am the way. Like, it's not even an option to even say, like, this is the way to life. And Jesus says, no, I am the way. Like, he's saying the to put an emphasis in, as he don't want people to look at it like if it's another thing of itself, like the way, like go this way. Jesus says, I am the way. I am the way. The truth. People going to look for, is it Christianity? Is it Buddhism? Is it Islam? Is it all these things, right? And Jesus says, I am the truth. People looking for, even in Christianity, and people says, I'm not off religions based and all this type of this and that, right? Because Jesus is the way. He is the only way. He is the only truth. People looking to divide the truth. What's true, what's not. I just want to know what is really true in life. Everybody saying this, everybody saying that. The universe, the Most High God. No, Jesus says, I am the truth. And then he says, I am the life. You're looking for a destination and to get somewhere. And Jesus says, I am that. Come on. Like, I pray y'all catch this as, that be my prayer, like, God, how you download it to me, allow them to receive it the way you gave it to me, okay? So we're looking for entities. We're looking for the thing. And Jesus saying, I am that. I am the life. Like, life doesn't have its hold over anything. He said, I am the life. And that's why he didn't put it as a thing where he says, I am the way, the truth, and I am life. He says, I am the life. That he has power over the life. People that he has power over life. People are looking for life and looking for all the things. Jesus says, I am that. You're looking for the wrong thing. You're searching for all these things, but it's really me that you are looking for. And that blew my mind. I have read that scripture so many times. And I get it and I do understand, because Jesus saying, like, in order to get to God, you have to go to me. You have to get through me. But you're searching for all of these things in his own thing. So he put it that way so people won't think as life as being its own thing, but Jesus is this. So we looking for life, and all along it's Jesus. It's Jesus, bro. And I pray y'all get it, bro. I just was just sitting back and I was just like, why did he say the life? He said, because I don't want people to be confused of life just being this other thing or this goal or something that you reach, or having its own entity outside of it. But I am the life. I am life. I'm what they trying to reach. I'm what they're looking for. It's me. You're not going to find anything outside of that. The ticket to heaven, the ticket to everlasting life, the ticket to living forever is through Jesus. So he don't want to be pointing at these. That's why he said, I am the way, the truth, the life. Because I don't want anything else outside of me to represent something bigger than me, if that makes sense. I don't want these things to be like it's bigger than me and I'm really the big thing. Like, I'm the big guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this was so good. So I pray that this bless y'all. I pray that y'all are able to receive it from a spiritual standpoint. Don't just listen to it with your ears, but with your spirit. So I love y'all. Y'all be safe, and until next time.